everyone, it's Emma from Misfit Gardening. How are you guys doing? Hopefully it's a good day. It's kind of raining here today. And this is the sound that the chickens make after they've laid an egg. You are noisy. Yes, you. So that's the sound that a speckled Sussex makes after she has laid an egg. I think these guys are a lot less noisy now because we've been working on building this, and Chris has done a spectacular job so far. It's not finished, still need to put a gate on. And if I grab my coffee. I said they were a little bit quieter. We've still got this side to do as well. You guys can hopefully see. I'll just squeeze back in here. Hopefully you guys can see out here. We've got lots of trees that I have been putting in because we're building this into a food forest chicken run. So it's going to have, fruit and things that are going to fall down. The chickens are going to be able to eat, which helps with the food bill, right? You're probably wondering why I've got chicken wire around them. And that's because they like to dig and scratch up everything. And I want to give these trees a bit of a chance to get settled in. The other reason is so I can actually plant stuff in here. I don't know if you can really see in here, but we've got a couple of green things that are coming up. Some of them are actually peach trees that have self-seeded. And this is my coffee again. By the way, how cool is my beaker coffee cup, right? Anyway, I digress. So we want to be able to plant them up with leafy greens and herbs and things that the chickens will peck at, and once they get big enough we can take the chicken wire away. So you can see here we've got an elderberry in this one, and we're growing the elderberry not really for the chickens, actually it's more for the bees. You guys can probably see behind me there, that's the beehives, and my packages of bees are going to be here tomorrow. I'm super excited, like really excited about that. So got lots going on in here. We have mulberry in this one, and then the one behind it, that is a thimbleberry. Behind this side, this is a gage. It's kind of like a plum. Elderberry, and then there's a persimmon in the square one here. That's an American persimmon. Behind the gage, there are two Asian persimmons. And we've got another mulberry close to the wall. Oh well, the fence, and then at the far back is the fruit salad tree that's already leafing out. So that's all coming on really well. Over on this side we have a very sad grape here, and that's actually going to get put over into the food forest. I'm going to see about growing that up and over the chicken coop. Just got to figure out how that's going to look, because I do want to shade the coop a little bit more so they've got somewhere to go that's going to kind of give them a bit of shade and help cool them down when it's super hot in winter. Bringing you guys over to the bee yard. You'll probably notice all the cardboard behind it. Well, these three silver birch trees are needing a little bit of help, and because this is kind of where we're setting up the apiary anyway, I'm going to want to put in some kind of shade tolerant flowers, some spring bulbs, things like Jack in the Hedge or ramps, wild garlic, those kind of things, to get those all established underneath there and make this area a bit more productive, really. So we've got 3 hives on here. There's the swarm trap that you guys saw, that's the spare one. I actually need to go put that out on a friend's property, rebait it and stuff. We've got the Langstroth, it's just the one deep box this time. And then we've got my brand new, one of my birthday presents, top bar that Chris made. So I'm going to be recording when we do the install as well. And since this video is actually about food forests, I thought I would bring you guys over to this one. Please excuse the dog poop. Let me pop my coffee down. So throughout this side we've got the hops that are coming back. If you guys are new to the channel, you'll probably quickly learn that my husband and I love to homebrew. We do a lot of it. We've got rhubarb that's coming up splendidly here. The pear has got a stack, absolute stack of pears coming on it, which is fantastic. If you guys can kind of see on here. I'm really stoked actually about how well this has all come together. And then coming over to the plum here, and again, I hope you can see them, but there's lots of plums coming up on this. We've got baby plums galore all here. Lots of plums, lots of lush growth. Definitely going to need to do a bit of trimming back on here. We've got a couple of pumpkins and things that are planted. Oh dear, didn't need to see them down my chest. Actually down sort of in the underlayer here. There are some red kale that Ryan from A Little Dirt Never Hurt sent. They've gone in down here, and we've got some sunflowers popping up, and the boys have actually planted their family pumpkins out here. So every year we try and do a family pumpkin growing competition. So you know who can get the biggest in yields, so in terms of like the full weight of what we get, and we like to carve them and stuff together as well. One of the peach trees is definitely setting fruit on here. I don't know if you can see that by my thumb. The other one's a little touch and go that we moved. I'm not entirely sure if the frost didn't get to it. So I'm going to like traverse the dog poop. I should have worn shoes. The cherry tree is doing fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Got a couple of lavender plants in. Oh, more poop. Down here I've got some dewberries, which are similar to like a raspberry and a blackberry. So I've got a couple of those dotted about in here in the underlayer. I have a new apple tree here, and I got this from Rain Tree Nurseries, which are based in Washington. And by the way, their customer service is really, really wonderful. I ordered a couple of hazelnuts to go out here too, and the one that I ordered they didn't actually have in stock, so they let me know, but also they made sure that the ones that I ordered were actually going to be compatible with what I had. Sparky, stop eating the hops! Oh, apparently Sparky also likes to eat hops. But I managed to get this little tree, and this was on sale. And it is 3 heritage apples in one. So we've got a Roxbury russet. I really like russets. A Wolf River, and I'm not sure what the third one is, so that label's kind of rubbed off, so that's going to be a bit of a surprise. You guys might remember this tree. This is the one that we moved after we'd been in the property about a year, and I thought it was dead, but it's come on really well, and it flowered this year. There's buds and stuff all over, so that's some really good news. Also underneath here, over here, I actually have some horseradish growing. It's a great understory plant. I've got mint and stuff down underneath this tree, and there's actually some wildflowers and things that are dotted about as well. This is the Gravenstein, and again, these guys have got plenty of fruit setting. Some lemon balm, plenty of raspberries. 3 or 4 raspberries dotted about. Got some strawberries in here as well. This is a Granny Smith. I don't like Granny Smith apples, but apparently here that's what constitutes as a cooking apple. I much prefer Bramleys. I really want a Bramley apple. But I think if I buy more apple trees, Chris is going to go nuts. This is the peach tree that I'm just not sure on. But can you see? Got a little ladybug here. Little ladybug. And a teddy. Yeah, the blossoms on this just, I think the frost got to them. We just didn't get to cover it in time before the frost happened. And come on Teddy, you gotta budge. Yeah, I know, this is, he must be kind of upset. I'm like wandering around his favourite place to poop at the minute. I'll come around the other side. So actually you can probably hopefully see. Got some strawberries going on this side, another raspberry in the middle there, with a couple of rhubarbs, and this area here actually at the front gets quite shaded and doesn't get a lot of sun. But this apple tree is absolutely loaded with them. So last year, when we moved all these trees, we moved them because they were pretty much on their last legs. Like they barely had leaves on them, let alone fruit. And they were over at the other side of the property where the main garden is, so over behind the coop, and they've completely come to life in the food forest. So that's super encouraging to see. And over this year we're going to carry on with the food forest and just add more plants to it, and really see what works as a guild here in Utah, because not all the guilds that you read about in permaculture books and things, not all of them are really suitable for all of the climates. So you gotta really find what works for your area. So I'm obviously experimenting in 2 different locations. I've got the one right with the coop, and then all the way over by the greenhouse too. So with any luck, this is going to be a fantastic year to experiment and get some harvest with it as well. So that's it from me. I'm going to be doing another video of the bee install this weekend, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. Hopefully the weather improves, because it is chucking it down with rain now. Until next time, come on over to misfitgardening.com if you want to learn a bit more about what I'm doing. and read some more articles about how to start homesteading and how to start gardening. I've also got a private Facebook group if you want to jump in there. I'm going to be doing a live Q&A on Saturday at 9 o'clock Mountain Time. So you can come on through and ask me anything about gardening or homesteading. So I'll be there for a little bit to answer some questions before I go get my bees. So from my noisy chickens and me, have a wonderful Friday everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!